how can I say this? Numbers that cut corners. 9, 6, 3. 9, 6, 3 cuts all corners. I'm going to see if I can show you in my my screen over here what I posted. Yes, I can. Okay, here it is in my screen. Okay, do you see in my screen? Here's number 12. See the way the cut corner? On the bottom of the 12, there's no cut corners. Bottom of the 2, there's no cut corners. 9, cut corners, and all 4 corners have been cut off. The Hebrew Tallis talks about that. The 3, all the corners have been cut off. The 6, all the corners have been cut off. The 1, the corners are not cut off. The 1 and the 7 and the bottom of the 2. If you notice the top of the letters, what if I just showed you the camera like this? Only with the tops of the letters. You see the way 6 is one way and 2 and 3 is the other way? 2 times 3 is the 6. 9 and 3 is Saturn. 1 and 6 is the only 7. This is the only 7. And when you get the 7, it's 7 and 0. It's 9 minus 1 and 8 minus 2. We're going for the low life. 987 is the low life. So if 1 and 6 is not doubled, that means it was only created in this world, or it's only created in the other world as 1 passes through over to 6. Here's the dice. Okay? Here's the dice. Look what happens when we set up the dice. Okay, I'm going to just try and see if I can replicate the one that didn't show up. The film that didn't come up. I'm going to slowly get in pieces and parts of what didn't show up. This is exactly the way it will go. I'm not putting the dice in any order. Okay? Now, since this is the only way to go, we automatically have to remove this one and this one because this one powers it. You see the angle here? 1, 2, 3. See the angle of 3? Okay? Now, pending how I place the camera, if I place the camera in low shoe style, you see the way we get L at the bottom and L at the top? E and L and E and L. E, L, E, L. 5 and 12, 5 and 12. 17 and 7. From the L letter, which is 1 and 2 that comes together, it creates 7. The light is processed through 1. Okay? It gets into the middle of 5, which is an average of 3.5. Why? We have to take 1. We have to take 1 plus 2.5 to get the 3.5, to take away 2.5 from here to get the 3.5. 52, 25, 625, okay, 25, 625 of this dice is the Mayan count. That's your letter S. We cut the corner here, and we cut the corner there. And here's the rest of your S. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Representation of 3 and 2. Representation of 7 and 8. 15 and 5. That's the way it works. 15, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 11. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 6 and 5 equals 11. So they equal to the same thing. This would be part of the moon. This one over here. This one would be 3. This would be 7. That would be Nibiru on the outside right over here. And it stands with Aleph. If I reverse this, okay, and create the 2 in reverse of the 5, in which takes 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 3, 1, a field goal and a point in the end zone. And a field goal and a point in the end zone is how the scoring is in CFL football. Creation of the League of Flight, or creation, I'm not sure what to do with it. C is 3, 6 is O, L is 3. Creation of 3, 6, 3. Creation of 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 is 18, 27 left, 27 right. Creation of the sun, 5 and 4 the sun. The only other way to create it is 3 times 6 from 36, okay, left, and from 36 right. You create the center core of 157, okay. I'm always saying okay, and I don't like to do that. So now this is your 2. So inside your 2 now, okay, we're going to remove this one over here and this one over here. Now you have the same 2 as you have up here. See the numbers up here? See the numbers down here? See the way there's no cut corner on this one? This one has a cut corner. This one has a cut corner. So right away we know if these 2 are cut corners, this is the 45, this is on the cross, and this is on the cross. This is not on the cross, and this is not on the cross. These cross all the way through the same way these cross all the way through. 4, 5, and 6. You see the lines that they're on? When I create this, this number becomes 4. This number becomes 6. 4, 6. The other way with the 5, it was 3, 7. 4, 6, 3, 7. That's the diameter of the moon created in the numbers 2 and 5. Why 2 and 5? It's very simple. Here's number 5. Okay? Here's number 5. Now I'm going to stand. Whoop. Let me do this. How can I do this? Let me create number 5. How can I create number 5? Let me create 5 this way. Okay, this is 5. And we're going to look at Rubik's Cube this way. This is the turnstile in Rubik's Cube. Okay, we stand on this turnstile in Rubik's Cube. It has 6 areas, 4 and 2, and the total is 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 1, 6 is the light. Saturn is 60. Saturn is 60. It uses the 0 to get through. 0 equals 6 makes Saturn number 3. But Saturn, okay, is now reflected as number 7. They changed 6 from Saturn. In low shoe, they put number 7. 7 only gets 0. It gets the passage of the light. It does not get the flow of the light. It gets the passage of the light. Here we stand. We stand right over here. Here's a head, and here's a man, and he's standing. Now, here's a man, and here's a head, and he's standing. Can you see this clearly now? A man here and a man here. His head is down to here, 1 and 3. His head is down to here. One and 3. The roofs are 1331. The standoff is 64. 6446. In between would be the Federation 5, the original. So this becomes center area 2. Center area 2 between 6, 4, and 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. And over here we'd have 2 plus 3 is 5, or 8 and 8. Hoover Dam, 8, remove 3, electric company in Hoover Dam. So we're standing all around this. So this is my roof, and this is my roof. Okay, this is no roof. This is 25, 6, 25 because it's the center of 5, and it is 6 that lives on the roof. So the bottom and the top, I'm trying to see if I can transmit it properly. ABC and ABC, 6 and 6, and this one is 10 and 10. So this be 20 and 6 and 20 and 6, 2012. 6 and 6 is 12, and 8 is transformation. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 is 8 and 12. That's Venus, and that's Saturn. So the roof is 3 and 1, 13, 31, 13, 31. You stand on 5. So no matter what you do in the center of Rubik's Cube, okay, no matter what you do in the center of Rubik's Cube, you're on every single side of this. This representation here, the representation here, the representation here, and the representation here equals to 3, 4, 7, 6. 3, 4, 7, 6. This is the number to the moon, 1776. Okay, and if you take a look on this wheel over here, it's right here. I'm just trying to see if I can get it properly. I have bad lighting tonight. You see the number 17? Next to it is 34 in red. I'm not getting good color. I'm not getting good. You see the 34? Can I put it up against this or something? When I put it up against that, 20. Oh, it's terrible light. Just give me a second. I'm going to get a light. I'm going to get a light. We get a little bit of a light. Does this work? Okay. Okay, so when we show this off over here, okay, it says 1776, 34 DC. This is the gateway 1 and 7. The one gate, this is the Q letter. The Q letter will create your percentage sign and transform you. Here's your Q. Here's the Q. Here's the Q. And here's the Q. One Q runs into the other one. Here's your F. Okay? This F will create this Q to turn into a 9. It'll create this Q and it'll be your digital. This is your F. This is your F. This one runs up here and this one runs down here. This is your Z. Your Z, your N, your H, and your I make movement from this side over to this side. Okay, from the left wing to the right wing. Now at the same time, N can be made, let me see, can I get this? Can I get this here? N can be made in a single box. N can be made in a double box. N can be made in a triple box. So N fits in all the boxes. Okay. Z fits in all the boxes. Now H fits in a 2x1. And I is the reverse. Fits in a 2x1. This is 2 high. This is 1 high. 2x1, 1x2, 2012, H and I, the high heaven. 39, okay, is the ciel. This says sky. Now it's very hard to sit here and just talk. There is just so much that has been given to us in games people play that match everything else, that give the information. So I was working on this formation, and in the same formation, okay, can you see this formation? The height of this, and then the width of this. The in-between here is 258. Now I'm going to show you, if I can get a black marker, it'll be a lot easier. I'm going to show you that 2, 5, 8. 2 and 5 is 7. 2 and 8 is 10. 5 and 8 is 13. 7, 10, 13. This becomes 16. This becomes 0, 7. This becomes 13. This becomes 6, 7. This becomes 16. This becomes 13. This 6, 7 does not remain at 6, 7. This is in the family of 4. 6 and 4 makes 10. 7 and 3 make 10. This one, 76, is the representation of the moon. I'm going to jump off this for a second, because if you want to know what jumped over the moon, when Cow Brand baking soda jumps over the moon, okay, or Ajax comes into sight, what happens with Ajax and white? It turns blue. Why does it turn blue? I'm working on this. I was painting, and all of a sudden my paint from white and dark blue turned to be a different kind of blue. I do not know what the conception of this is yet. So we have to take this and we must put it down here. Now the Montreal Canadiens, okay, have 3 players this year that represent number 13. They had 2 before, number 13, and they left the team, Plante and Bouchard. Bouchard says, this is the mouth of Ard, RD. Third, RD, the road, IR and D. I and R and D and F are across from each other. I and R are representation and they flow with each other. I is with R and goes nowhere without it. I must be represented, but in Chaldean there is no I, and in Gematria, okay, there is no H and there is no I. H and I say hi, high heaven. H and I 89 is a 1010 world with alpha beta. Alpha creator, Abba, and the Lamb. Piano says there is no H and I. It becomes A and B. H becomes A and B becomes I. HBIA. Habs. 13. 16 and 13 becomes 4, 6, 4. 24 and 10, 24 and 10. They both will create 16. They'll both create 40, 40. 40 times 40 is 1600. 4 times 4 is 16. 1991. 11, 11, 11 plus 110 of the Twin Towers times 8 points equals to 1991 plus 35. Why 35? I'm going to show you in a second. Because this row over here, 147, when it gets to the heart, it becomes 16 and 19, the reversible. 16 and 19, the reversible. This becomes Herbie the car, and it becomes your 35. Okay? In which takes 5 times 5, and 5 plus 5. 25 and 10 is 35, equals to 25, equals to 2016. 2016, okay, is 50 times 40 and 4 times 4. Is 54 of the sun and 4 and 4 area space equaling to 9 and 8, H and I again, which are not there, 9 and Chaldean. The heaven is there, 2, 4, 6, 8. We appreciate the heaven. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 to the bottom is 6. And then Venus herself, who's not represented, other than being represented inside of 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we end up with 4, 6, 4. This becomes 24 and 10 equals 34 and 34. Okay? This is DC and DC. 5 times 4, 5 times 5 times 5 equals to 125 times 5 equals 625. There is no DC. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 equals 256. There is no DC. 4 and 5 create your memory. 625, and there is no DC. We've been intercepted and locked inside of 24 and 10. What is 24 and 10? X Roman numeral and X in the alphabet, 24 and 10. Would you like to go bowling and see where this takes you? If this takes you to 300, where would this take you? This is 5 times 2 equals 300. This is 12 times 2 equals to, my God, how much would this be? Let me figure it out. 30, 60, 90, 120. No, wrong. 72. Let's go over on the other page. 72. 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24. This is 9 frames bold. This one is 72. This one is 108. When this one is 108 in D, now D is A, B, C equals 6. D will end up making it 10, which will end up making it 16, bringing in the light automatically because D comes with E. And the next letter to D, E is E. The passage in E is A inside of numbers. I know you can't see this properly, but the passage in C, okay, 1, 2, 1 and 3 is 4. 4 comes into 5. 1, 5, 3 connect, and this one connects over here. 1, 3 connect, and this would be your bar for your F. 1, 4, 7 is your line, and this is your bar. This will create your F because these are the separating lines. 108 plus a separation plus a separation equals to 110. 111 is the roof of the Twin Towers. 35, 37, 39. This represents 10, D. This represents 10, T, TD, TDH. This is your red oil. Your red oil, your red sun. 8 equals 5. This one will equal 7. This one will equal 3. The rotation of this Earth is 3.75. Or something to do with this Earth is 3.75. So we get to 108 over here. This one over here is 180. This one here is 252. This one over here is 324. 18 times 18 in the 7th frame of bowling equals 324. 18 times 18, the 7th inning stretch. We have met our doorway. Then over here, it makes 300. 72 plus this one equals 296. Sorry. This is our rotation in the 9th frame. 3, 6, 7, 8th frame. Then this one's 72 is 308, 368. This is our communication. In the 10th frame, we get 72 will equal to 440. 440, 0 equals 6, 464. So we're back to the same thing again. 34 and 34 is 68. How do we get with 31 to 68? 99. Agent. We have to start looking up at the element scale, okay? The element scale and looking up for agents. Because you know what an agent is? It's a factor like tie-dye. Agent, Javex, agent, Javex, cow jumping over the moon, cow brown baking soda. 86 away from 99 is 13, and 68 from 99 is 31. 13, 31, 11 times 11 times 11 equals to this number. 9 and not these two numbers added to these equal to 86 again. 86 times 8 times 6, 8 plus 6 equals to 14 and 48 equals to 62 and 26, 88. The arches of Hoover Dam, Venus Z equals New Zealand, New Zealand. So this is the end of bowling 446 if I got that right. Okay, instead of being 30 in the first frame, I probably got that wrong because it used to be 30 in the first frame. Now it's 72. It used to be 60 in the second frame, and now it's 144. All of a sudden, in 2 days, we made the 6-day week. Now in 3, we make 216. We played ABC, and we got 9 days of the Mayan. 216. So I must have got this wrong. Then we played. Then we played into the fourth. We played the fourth frame. Hold on a second. First frame, second frame, third frame. The fourth frame in bowling brings me to 288. This is the number of hours awake in an 18-month schedule of 20 days in which there's 9 days, 1 day, and 3 days, in which there are 6 days of 16 hours awake and 8 hours of sleep, to 3 days, 16 hours awake, to 3 days of 8 hours of sleep, and 24 hours to the linkage. Fourth day is 288. On the fifth day, we have gone 360 degrees around. 1 week equals 360 according to the frames in bowling. But we only get to 150 in the fifth frame in regular bowling of 10 pin. This is X, a strike in 24 hours a day, and this one is in Roman numerals. Now we have to understand that when we do get 360 in the fifth frame, we had to bowl the sixth frame and the seventh frame in order for this. So now if I add the sixth and the seventh frame, which is a representation in baseball of 18 and 21 outs, which is the cube of the angel resident, 18 and 21, and there's spirit, S&T, spirit time, S&T, X and O, which meets in the center, 39, and they all represent S and S. 360, adding on these two over here, 24 and 24 is 48, is 408, and the 24 here is 432, and that is our jail, and that is our vibration. So when the seventh frame comes, we have 432 over here. When the seventh frame comes over here, the sixth frame goes to 170, and the eighth frame goes to 180. So we made it halfway around with 1x, and in the other world, we made it all the way around 360 degrees, plus 72. 72 times 5 degrees equals 360. That's the clock. I added in the clock. I make 7 days a week. I add in the clock. I get 432. I add in the clock over here. I only get halfway around. This becomes 186. This only becomes the communication. If we add on 180 and 432, we get to 612. Plus 6 becomes 616. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 76. 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 76. Montreal Canadiens right now have 2 players on the team, Pacioretty and PK Subban, 76 and 67. And we have who carries the torch? Carey Price, number 31 for the Canadians, to carry in the 25th Stanley Cup if they win it this year. 25 is what it's all about. 2, 5, and 8. 1, 4, and 7. 3, 6, and 9. I'm going to fix the light, and I'm going to do this for you. Rice milk. Let me see if I can move my screen up over here. Look the way it goes, okay? 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 7 is 9, but it must be reached over here as 11. Why? Because you only can take this one and this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we must go from here to here. So it would be 7 and 11. It would, instead of being 9, it would be 18, and it would be the letter R. This would be the letter F. This would be the letter C. RF creation. So it's RFD because C and D go together. Okay? The link of 7. Now, we take 5 and 4 equals to 9. We take 5 and 1 equals to 6. We take 5 and 7 equals to 12. 1 and 2 is 3. We'll put 12. This one and this one together equals 21 the cube. Plus 6 equals 27. And that's the creation of 3 and 6. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to that 27. 27 and 21 is 48 of the moon. Now, we finish this. Now we're going to go to 8. 8 and 7 is 15 equals 6, the letter O. 8 and 4 equals to 12, equals to letter L, equals to 3. 8 and 1, which has to be down to the other side, and it has to be 10, because it can't be 1, it's 2 away. So it's got to be 10, so it's got to be 18, equals to 9, equals to R. L-O-R equals gold in French, okay? 3, 6, 9. 1 and 8 is 9. 1 and 2 is 3. 6, gold. It's also the roll. What does it mean? I'm not sure. It's real. It becomes Israel. O Israel. Why? These two over here, O-I-S, the 1 and 5 get replaced. The O becomes an E and an A when it's replaced by 1 and 5 because 1 plays in 5. And 5 has 4 surrounding it and 1 in the center to create the 5. There's 2 ways to make the 5. 1 and 4, where 1 light lights up 4. Or 2 and 3, where 3 comes in with 2 and the light and then lights up 2 more. That's your 5 and this is your 5. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 9, and that is the sun. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 11. 9, 11 between 1, 4 and 2, 3. S-O-N and S-U-N. The O equals 6. The U equals 3. So this one, okay, is the son of 6. It's 2 times this creation. This equals to 54. This one is 21, 3. This one is 15, 6. This is 6 below this one. This one equals to 48. This equals to 32 and 12, space and entry. This one equals to 20 and 9, which is the artificial, which is IT world. IT, 20 and 9. IT, 10 and 9 and 10 and 9. A birth in each side of the 10. Splitting here and here. They have split this one. Now, look what we're going to do next. We're going to go to 258. We're going to turn the page. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now we're going to go this. We did this. Now we're going to do this side. This one. I got that all wrong. Let me do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not only that, but when you play tic-tac-toe and you play 4 games, the game will end up doing this when you have a winner. Anyways, leave that out. 2 and 3 is 5. 2 and 6 is 8. 2 and 9 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2, 5, 8 creates 2, 5, 8. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 and 6 is 11. 5 and 9 is 14. H, K, N. Okay? Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. Whatever that means. This is 8. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 4 is 5. Again, represents the center. Now this one over here, 2 and 9 was 11. Is that what we got? 2 and 6 was 8. 2 and 3. But we can't go 2 and 9. Okay? We can't. We have to take the second level of what 2 is and play it from 8 to the other side of this. The actual reading of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 5, 2, 4, 5, 6. This is the top and this is the bottom. This is the only center and this is the only center. It's played like this. This is the plus sign. It's a 45-degree, 135 angle. This is the multiply sign. This brings you into 10 world and the 7 world. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. We're going to go 8 and 9 is the way it was supposed to be done. That's 17. 8 and 6, that's 14. 8 and 3, that's 11. Q, N, K. King, Nav, Queen. Why the Nav? Because he plays both sides. This represents 8. This represents 5. This represents 2. So whatever you go in this over here, this and this will represent this side, but this and this will represent this side. Now we're going to take this side and go to this side, okay? Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, okay? So, I want 1, 2, 3, okay, with 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 4. Now we're going to take this side and see what happens. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 6 is 7 right away. It's Jesus. Jesus in time. 3, 6, 5, 4, 7. Jesus in time. 1 and 6 is 7. 1 and 9 is 10. 4, 7, and 10 equals 1. 4, 7, 1. It represents this side. Now we'll take 4. 4 and 3 is 7. 4 and 6 is 10. Represents 1. 4 and 9 is 13. Represents 4. Now this represents this side. 7 and 3 is 10. 7 and 6 is 13 is 4. This will be 1. This will be 10. Okay, then this will be 4. Then 7 and 9 is 16. This will be 7. So this side represents this side. So which side is the fake side? This side has to be the fake side. 4 and 1 in the swastika deal over here. 4 and 1 and 6 and 10 bring the 10-10 world. The swastika connecting these two to these two. Leaving over 3, 2, 5, and 8. Your swastika. Everything has a formation. This end of the world was created. Now, was it created with these two? Or which two was it created in the swastika? Which is the way of the swastika and what does it say? I'm not going to go into that. I did 33 minutes of showing you how each side. And there's not only that. There's vowels. There's gematria. There's Chaldean. There's so many things. They've given it to us on a silver platter. It's on a silver platter relative to the fact of, let me just pull these things out. And you want to see the pillars? Your pillars, 1 here and 1 here. Who's in between the pillars? 2, 5, and 8. Who do we appreciate? 2 and 5 is 7. 2 and 8 is 10. 8 and 5 is 13. Venus, heaven. So do we take the left side? Do we take the right side? How do we work the formation? All alone, I can only give you 1,001 ideas. It's going to take a lot more than just me sitting here rambling on over and over again. And there was one video that did not upload. I'm going to get that in and fix that up. I'm going to fix something up. I'm going to bring it back to you. There was one other little picture that I didn't show. It's this one over here. You ever see a picture of the truck turning the corner? Right? Oh, this is what it looks like. This is your jack is in the center of 2 sides, 4 and 6. Looks like the pistons that are running the turnstile. 4 times 144, the year 2000, X and O. 21 times 36, 756, 5760, the year 2000. RFID is the same thing as RDIOU, third. IOU, third. It's all third. Torah, 2 tablets on a page. Times 2 Torahs equals 4. Each Torah has a corner. 2 corners and 2 corners. 4 and 4 equals to 8. The 2 tablets that Moses brought down had a row and a row, had 2 rows of numbers. This one only shows the center to this one and this one. This one only shows the center to this one and this one. Here's your 2 tablets. If you close this becomes the book. Just close it. And this goes over this. All these letters duplicate. Yod goes to Hey. Dalet goes to Tate. Chet goes to Gimel. Zion, is that what it is? Vav or Zion goes to Bet. And then Zion goes to Bet and Aleph goes to Vav. Vav Aleph, Bet Zion, Gimel Chet, Tate Dalet, Hey Yod. But if you reverse them, twisted, it becomes Aleph Yod, Hey Vav, Dalet Zion, Beit Chet, Gimel Vav. Did I get that one right? Anyways, the answers are out there. I know I went a long video and the lighting was terrible. And I'm going to keep repeating and repeating and showing designs. This is the moon design that goes around number 5. They boxed in the moon. That's what it looks like. They boxed in the moon, and that's why the numbers are showing up. They boxed in the moon. Okay? So whatever came out of the moon, whatever needs to come to the earth, whatever vibration goes into the oceans, whatever goes into our air, whatever happens on this blue planet, okay, for the blue vibration that we get, it's because they boxed in the moon and we're not getting the proper reception. How they do it, why they did it, I'm not looking for that answer right now. I'm just looking for all the realities, not based on, what is the word I use? Look, Pei, the elephant unwinding, sticking out his nose to cross over the bridge. Like the trident, 1 on the side, 4 and 4 and 1 on the side, this one with this one, this one with this one. 1441 equals 6996, rotation of man. Dada, mama, dada, mama. Those are the words that come out of it in numerology. Raphael in a very long, obscure video. Thank you for watching.